is not video recorded. You do not have to dance along.
No, I know it's not
Welcome
video.
back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem. Rahman in the hot seat today. This is his first time on the podcast.
I've never been out of the village before.
He has never been in the studio of ignorance. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Lanzet. How you doing, Josh?
I'm good. I'm good. I love how you had to tell me it's not. It's not filmed because I was enjoying the theme.
It's not filmed at all.
I was just enjoying the theme. I was into it.
No, it's perfect.
Get my dance on.
Some people try to sing along, and then I have to start the podcast over because people need to hear the actual, music in the beginning.
I get it.
We like to get everybody ready. Josh, are you ready for this?
I was born ready, if not slightly premature.
Guys, you know how we do it here. We don't really waste any time. The game is tough choice. You must pick between the two choices. You must explain yourself. You get one pass, you get one pause. And at the end, of course, we have our final choice.
Let it begin! Let it begin!
I forgot to tell you, the final choice is a marry, fuck, kill. So it's Beyonce is our constant and then two people.
Okay, can I choose Beyonce for Mary and fuck?
You can do. Well, we will get there. No one's ever done that before.
Yeah.
We will. No, you may not. I'll just go ahead and veto that choice.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yep.
All right, guys. Now it is time for our constant choice.
Constant.
So everybody in the month gets the same first question. So the constant choice for the month of December is Josh Lanzet. Would you rather have fingernails that grow 1 inch per minute or have pubic hair that grows 1 inch per minute?
I'm going to say pubic hair.
Okay.
Because it doesn't in my day-to-day, right? No one,
Yes.
Here's the thing. If I'm trying to like hold things, drive a car, drink some water,
Yes.
have lunch with you.
Yes.
If my nails are growing an inch a minute,
Yes.
like I'm going to be sitting there with a nail clipper the entire time. It's disgusting. It's not really great. The pubic hair thing is not amazing. I'm not looking forward to that. I've
Yes.
never thought of myself as a bushy gentleman.
Yes.
If I may. By the way, are we allowed to curse on here?
You're allowed to do whatever you want.
Awesome.
We're a very ignorant podcast.
Good.
Yes.
Well, I don't plan to, but just in case, I feel like that's more easily hid, right?
Okay.
I can
Yes.
hide that, and then I could take care of it.
Would you not overheat?
Ooh.
I'm thinking I would overheat. I'm thinking
It gets hairy down there.
the fingernails I can explain to an extent, especially to the people that know me personally. They'll understand. Listen, Kazeem has to cut his nails. 1 inch per minute is a lot. But the pubic hair thing, it's just going to be me sitting, being visibly uncomfortable.
The nails will make you uncomfortable too.
But the nails I can just keep cutting. I can keep biting my nails.
Oh, you're gonna bite them.
I'll do if I don't have clippers that day.
Well, I think
I'm acting like I'm not gonna immediately have clippers on me. You're right.
One in the car.
You're
right. The thing that weirds me out a little bit about the nail thing also is that it gets in the way of intimacy, right? Like if you're like trying to
1 inch per minute.
Yeah, you're really trying to get something done. Granted, the pubic hair doesn't help you either.
No. Oh yeah, you're right.
It's just weird.
So you gotta do nails. I would rather do the nails than the pubic hair. If we're talking about what would your girl rather have? I think she would rather have nails than pubic hair.
No, I don't think so.
You're right. Never mind. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like,
or two kind of reasons.
Yeah.
Depending on what girl you're dating.
Yeah. Damn.
I don't know. This is a toughie. And the other thing you need to think about is, have you seen the Guinness Book of World Records woman with all the crazy nails?
Yeah.
And like they like curl.
Have you seen the guy? The Indian guy?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Same.
They curl and
some of them are long and then they curl, and some of them just curl immediately. And it's like she has to like, the way that they explained is like, oh, he has to sleep a certain way because they're so brittle. He doesn't want them to break. In my mind, I'm like, motherfucker, just cut them. Like, what's the problem here?
That's another point I didn't even think about. You go to sleep.
Yeah.
You wake up, your nails are a shit show.
Yes.
Okay. Like an absolute shit show when you wake up in the morning. It's going to ruin your sleep. And when your nails break, like I don't keep my nails very long, but like if your nails break,
it hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts.
So now you're putting yourself in a position where
I've had that before where it's like, even when they're a little long and like you hit them on something,
it really hurts.
It hurts.
So now imagine there's no way you get hurt from having a lot of pubic hair. There's a good way to get hurt from having long nails.
You're right. I will take the discomfort over the pain.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't like either situation.
Of course not. It sucks. Both situations are trash.
Do I get to know what anyone else has said to that question?
Jihan said hair.
Yeah, good call.
Jihan said the hair.
Good call.
She was explaining the way she explained is like if she's on a flight, then it's like 14 hours. It's like you're cutting your nails on a plane. It's like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, I don't like when people don't have shoes on a plane.
I hate that so
like
much. Yeah.
The way she explained it was like, if I'm on a flight, I don't want to do this.
I respect that. It's a good answer.
All right. Let's move. Let's continue.
Hit me.
Would you rather have a tail or have a shaman as your only doctor? Yes, the tail is visible. Everyone knows you have a tail.
So it goes, so all my pants have a hole in them.
Yes.
And it's not normal for people to have tails. It's like our society right now.
You have a tail. It's not, you're trying, no. It's like if you see, like seeing a first time stand-up comedian like come up to like a really popular open mic and then they just have a clown costume. It's like that.
You know what's
it's
funny?
Like,
I haven't seen that, but I'm sure it exists.
Yeah. Have you seen, remember Joker?
Oh God.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going.
It's like that, where it's like, oh, you're normal No, well, he's not normal, but you're like, okay, he's harmless. But you have like makeup all over you. Like that.
Yeah, I'm going with a shaman.
Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you finish because this makes no sense. A shaman, okay, I'll say it again. A shaman as your only doctor.
So like if I end up with cancer, I only have a
shaman as your only doctor.
Okay. So I can't have specialists.
A shaman as your only doctor. You want to take mushrooms for your cancer? Like you can't do that.
Here's why I'm going to tell you I'm going to go with a shaman.
Okay.
Not a lot. The only thing that really runs in my family is cancer.
Okay.
But I don't think the two versions that my dad had it twice. Talk about unlucky. Okay. I don't think the two versions that he had are
Time out. Yeah. Okay. Hear me out.
Yeah.
You just said your dad had cancer twice.
He did.
And you're still just taking the shaman?
Hold on. I don't think the two versions he had are hereditary. Okay. That's number one.
It doesn't.
Yeah, hold on. Number two.
That is how cancer works. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But also, here's the trick about me. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have heart disease in my family. I don't have any of that.
Yet.
Those things are hereditary. Yeah. I don't have any of those.
Well, let me not say I'm not putting like a curse on you. You don't have it right now.
Sure.
Yes.
What if shamanic, is that what it's called? Shamanic?
I have no idea. Listen, whenever someone says a new word, it's a word now.
Shamanic medicine.
That's how we do it.
What if there are elements of truth to it?
I'm not saying there's no elements of truth to it. Yeah, there are. Listen, herbal medicine, there is some truth to that if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Right?
Some.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some. Not, but even the herbal medicine, it still relies on science.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop me.
Yes, you can eat a lot of garlic and it can prevent some things, but that's still a scientific thing of why garlic and why ginger can help you.
But think about it like this. I don't go to the doctor, nor do I consult a doctor if I have a cold or I have the flu. I don't go to doctors for that.
What do you do?
I gotta take a Dayquil and drink some water.
Dayquil is still science.
But you didn't say I don't have access to science.
Oh yeah, you do have access to science. So it's like if you need to go see someone, you have a shaman. You do have access to science.
Right. Now, I don't often go to doctors. Well, let me just be clear. Anyone's listening. I'm not endorsing not going to the doctor. But I'm just saying I don't go to...
You do the regular yearly maybe checkup.
Can I tell you something?
If you remember.
Can I tell you something incredibly embarrassing about my answer right now?
Yeah.
I literally had my annual physical this morning.
Okay. How was it?
It was good.
Yes.
And I swear to God, I just got a flu shot this morning also.
You can get a flu shot.
But I had to...
You have to go to the doctor to do that?
Well, I didn't. I could have gone to CVS, but I was already there getting a physical, so I had to give me the flu shot.
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing. Now let me get to the other side. The tail, every time, first off, you try and pick up a woman, She's going to go, nice tail. You're out. We also didn't clarify if it's a furry tail or a weird rat-like tail.
We'll say it's like the tail of a monkey in the Amazon. It's not like super furry, but it's like minimally furry. It's not like a dog's tail, like a long dog's tail, and it goes to your knee.
Is it?
It can go to your knee and okay. Were you a Dragon Ball Z fan?
No.
Damn it! It's like a Super Saiyan tail, where it's like if you want to wrap it around your waist, you can, but it's still clearly a tail wrapped around your waist.
Does it have any utility? Can you use it to pick things up?
No.
Right. So think about it like this. You're going out, you're meeting people. You're only known as the tail guy. Forget the name Kazeem. You don't have that anymore. Now you're tail guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you deal with that. That's already challenging. Okay. You're not going to be seen as a legitimate comedian because now you're just known as the tail comedian.
Yeah, you have to bring up the tail every time because you have a fucking tail. Unless you want to go on with a trench coat in the middle of the summer.
No.
Right?
No.
It's
then you're
like
a serial killer.
Big clothes, trench coats, right? It's like you can figure it out, but do you want to figure it out?
Anytime there is a comedian, feel free to disagree with me, but I don't think you will. Anytime there's a comedian who has physical eccentricities of some kind, they usually have about 10 to 15 minutes, and going up at 3-minute, 5-minute mics, this is all the content you hear is all about their physical eccentricity.
Yeah.
So if you have a tail, you're only going to be doing tail comedy. And even if you don't do tail comedy, everyone's going to know you as a tail comic.
Yeah.
And then they'll make jokes like, oh, good long tail content or whatever they'll say that's nonsense. Yeah, I'm sticking with the shaman. What are you doing?
Okay. I was going to say the tail. But now that I was going to say tail. Here's why I'm agreeing with you on the shaman thing.
I'm stunned, but yeah, go ahead.
Only because, yes, we can be healthy. We can still be healthy. If we have a cold, there's a lot. I can take an Advil.
Sure.
I can take ibuprofen. I can take, that's the same thing. I can take an Advil. I can take a Tylenol. Advil and Tylenol are two different chemicals.
I'm telling
one's
you.
One's ibuprofen, one's acetaminophen. They attack the pain differently.
I mentioned this to you off the mic. I live with my girlfriend, and she thinks it is the insane thing that I've made it 30 plus years of my life without knowing the difference between Advil and Tylenol. I don't.
No, most people don't.
I don't know what to take.
That's the thing. Most people don't. It's like, well, that's the thing. You can take either one. If you're in pain, you can take either one. It just works differently. That's why you can technically take them at the same time. Don't do what I'm telling you to do, listeners.
Yeah.
But you can technically take them at the same time because they work differently.
You can also technically grind it up and snort it, listeners. That's what he's telling you to do.
Technically, if you want, hold on one second. Hey, that's what we do here. We snort. If you're in pain, snort some Tylenol. I will do the shaman.
Okay.
Simply because, and I'll just be, if I'm doing the shaman, I have to make because I have high blood pressure in my family. I've had heart disease in my family. Diabetes runs on my mom's side. There's no fucking around.
No.
I have to meal prep. I have to make sure it's ground meat, vegetables, low carb, high protein diet where it's I'm eating lots of fruits. I'm making sure I'm in tip top shape.
You have to. I kind of do that diet now. Do you know Jared Goldstein?
Yes.
I mean, my Lord, the guy meal preps. Every time I would see him at Mike's shows, anything, he had a meal with him.
Oh, okay.
That's how you do it.
That's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
That's how you have to do it. Okay, fine. I'll do the shaman.
Yeah. Welcome to Shaman.
I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it because you made perfect sense.
Yes.
Right? Also, and maybe I'm too cocky, but part of me is I can probably Google my way to figure out.
You're gonna WebMD your way.
if I need to listen, no. I'm thinking if I need to get chemo, I can schedule it myself, right? I'm thinking I can. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking I can just go and be like, hey, listen, I got something in my arm. Let's just blast some chemo real quick. No. That's not how chemo works.
That's radiation.
Radiation works that way. Let's blast some radiation real quick just on this arm so the swelling can go down.
Sure.
And we'll figure it out.
I hope no doctors are listening right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's at least one doctor listening.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Would you rather have no access to money for the next 6 weeks or wear the same pair of socks for an entire year without washing them.
Dude, that's not fair. Because I thought you were going to say like same socks for 6 weeks, but then you made it a year.
It's a year.
Oh.
Or no money for 6 weeks. No. And just to clarify, because words matter, we didn't say you don't get paid for 6 weeks. We're saying you have no access to your money for 6 weeks. You can't use your credit card. You can't write a check. You'll have to like ask other people for 6 weeks to handle your finances.
Yeah, I'm 100% going to do the money thing.
Really?
I wasn't going to do it. But then when you said you can have other people handle it.
Yeah. Words matter. We didn't say, wait, no access to money. It doesn't say no access to your money. It says no access to money.
Right. But is it considered access to money if I go out to a restaurant with you?
Okay.
And then
if I just pay, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Then that's fine.
Yeah. I'm doing that.
Oh, and you live with your girlfriend.
I do, but I gotta tell you, one of her least favorite things is paying for me.
Oh, all right. Well, no access to money. I will do that too.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the pair of socks,
it's disgusting.
It will feel weird after same pair of socks after maybe a week. You're gonna put them on and you're gonna just feel weird.
I have a weird thing about clean feet. Like I don't like feet generally speaking, but I like to keep my feet clean. Like sometimes I've been known in the summertime, I'll change to a fresh pair of socks midway through the day. So like I the thought of that is too much.
But also it's like that if it's the same pair of socks, you're opening yourself up to a lot of like infections in your feet, because once it starts in you could lose a toe maybe,
and you only have a shaman to go to,
and you only have a shaman to go to, and that sucks.
Ugh, I don't like that. Ugh.
So you got to do the money thing, and I'll figure it out. I'll pay
for you if you need it.
Thank you. Would you rather remote control commands work on you, like pause, rewind,
oh my god,
and mute? All those commands on a remote work on you, or maintain 5 different families while keeping them all secret from one another. Both of these are all the time.
This is probably the hardest one I think so far. Is there a particular remote for you, or any random remote works on you?
It doesn't say I'm having trouble saying specific.
Sure.
It doesn't say there's a specific remote that works on you. It just says remote control commands work on you.
So if you're like sitting,
if you
watching
have a remote, if someone has a remote, they would still have to point it at you.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's not just, like for a TV, you can't just be in the kitchen and change the channel. It's not like I know some TVs have like connection to the phone where you can change it from your phone.
I mean, I'm sure that exists, but I've not.
Yeah, some people have that.
I don't have.
Where it's like,
sounds cool.
Yeah, exactly. I don't make money like that.
No.
Some people have that where it's like you don't have to face the TV. You can just go on your phone and change the channel. You can do that.
Technology's crazy,
but it's insane. But for you, someone would have to point it at you.
Okay.
And it just like a TV, you can't be 10, 15 feet away. You gotta be close.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Or 5 different families, and you're keeping them away from each other.
This is what I'll tell you. The other day I came into my apartment and I was wearing a sweater.
Okay.
And it gets cold sometimes out here.
Yeah.
And I found,
especially nowadays.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I found hair on my arm, and I pulled it off, and it wasn't Jess's.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, I don't know. I mean, that's not your hair. And she's joking, but she goes, who are you sleeping with? And I was like, let me ask you a question. I live with her. I see her on average 18 hours a day.
Yes.
Okay. I said to her, when do you think that I'm somehow sleeping this way? When am I getting out of your size? I love sleep more than almost anything.
Yeah.
You're telling me I'm getting up between the hours of like 12 and 6 in the morning when she wakes up to go sleep with someone else?
Yeah.
The sheer challenge of even me thinking, and let me be clear, I don't want to cheat, but the sheer challenge of me thinking of cheating with one person is insane to me.
Yes.
5 families?
5 families.
Is, you would have to be the most brilliant person in the world.
You would have to be, you'd have to be exceptionally rich.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
You'd have to be exceptionally rich. Them all. You can't be famous.
No.
Can't be famous at all.
No.
You have to be the owner of like you have to be the owner of like the Cleveland like Nationals or something like that, where it's like no one knows who you are.
Who are the Cleveland Nationals?
Oh, the Indians changed their name.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wow.
And it's like
I just
I only know that because I saw the commercial this morning.
Okay.
And I just found out this morning that they did this.
I was literally
That's
like,
why.
who's he talking about?
Yeah. It was who was in the commercial? It was like Tom Hanks was in the commercial. He was like every now and again, America has to evolve. And I'm like, Tom, why are you? Who paid you to do this?
I'd love to pay Tom Hanks to do things.
So you have to be the owner of them, where no one knows who you are. You're just rich, and maybe you can do 3 families, but if to do 5,
no way.
that's a lot.
No way.
That's a lot.
And the other thing about the remote thing that is interesting a little bit is that 2 things. One,
no one just intrinsically knows, by the way. People have to find out.
I wouldn't even tell my
Wouldn't tell
girlfriend.
herself.
Even if we got married, I wouldn't tell her.
Of course not.
But here's the thing you got to think about.
Yeah.
How have you not ever had moments where you wish you could rewind and do it again?
Not the situation.
Well, you're saying
It's
this.
not. They're not rewinding your world. They're rewinding you.
Oh, so I do the same thing twice.
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to fast forward?
You
Yeah.
fast forward. No, it's not fast forwarding the situation.
Sure. It's fast forwarding me.
Yes.
But like sometimes if I have initial reaction where I'm like, this is bullshit or whatever.
Oh, you're right.
Fast forward me to when I calm down.
You would use the remote on yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because especially if you know yourself and you know, okay, I'm going to be angry for at least 15 minutes.
100%.
So I need to go in my room really quick, just fast forward. Yeah, do 15 and then boom.
Yeah. My remote has that thing 15 seconds forward.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's just like a little function on the little arrow. But I press that and I would do that on myself for sure.
Yeah, if I was angry.
Yeah.
If I was angry and I knew, okay, I know I'm overreacting, but I'm still angry.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, which is most times.
Yeah.
Which is admittedly most times I'm angry. I'm like, okay, I'm justifiably angry, but I know if I say something, it's gonna be an overreaction.
There will be nothing. Sometimes I'll be mad and I'll be like, there's nothing I can do to get out of my frustration. But man, what's going to get me even deeper in is saying it out loud. It's not, I don't want to do that.
Exactly. So you got to fast forward yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the remote. Definitely.
Yeah. Do you ever come across ones where you vehemently disagree with a guest?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Most of them. Yeah. This is we don't ever have to come to a conclusion.
No, I listen
on anything.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Hit me with the next one. What do we got? Now I'm into it.
Would you rather, all right, be better looking the more you drink or have powers of Spider-Man but shoot webbing from your private parts?
I also have, so all the Spider-Man things I have Spidey sense, I have strength.
Yeah.
But the one,
I'll let you have that.
The one that's a huge downside.
The downside is that you're shooting webbing from your private parts.
I like how like PC you're saying that. Your private parts.
That's how I wrote it.
I respect
this
that.
This is probably early on.
Yeah.
In the podcast.
Listen, I'm fine with it. I'm going to say, I'm actually, this should not be that tough for me. Like, I love the idea of some of the Spider-Man stuff. I like Spider-Man a lot.
Okay.
You know, growing up, I watched the cartoon. I was big into it.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I think we all grew up on, I think people our age, we grew up on the Spider-Man cartoon and X-Men cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah. Those are the only things Fox Kids.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I loved that theme song.
Warner Brothers, WB was like, they had Batman and like Superman, but I never really liked those cartoons like that.
I liked Batman, but not nearly the way I like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the first one. I like having a lot of the Spider-Man stuff, but I don't want to shoot out webbing from my junk. On the other side of things, I think...
Wait, you want to be better looking the more you drink.
So I look the way I look right now.
Yes.
And then as I drink, I become more attractive to other people.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Oh.
What's the downside? Like...
But you're not... But how do you... I don't know how that's a positive.
But think about it like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you're a good looking guy.
Thank
okay?
you.
You go to a bar.
Okay.
And let's say you're single. I know you're not, but let's say you're single.
Okay.
You go to a bar and there's a beautiful woman. Okay.
Hold on one second. Go ahead.
There's this beautiful girl and you
Okay.
see her and you want to go up and you want to talk to her.
Okay.
You take a couple shots.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, you've gone from like a 7 or whatever you are, an 8
Yes.
to like a 12. And then
Okay.
you take 3-4 shots. You're a little loosey goosey. You walk up now. You're great looking.
Okay.
And you go, hey.
You're slurring your words.
You go,
a little bit.
But you're like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's good? You know, like a little bit, like
Yeah.
a little slurry, like
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
up? You know.
Uh-huh.
And then she looks at you, and you're attractive now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's the downside to that? You're going home with a perfect 10 because you're a 12 now because you had 4 shots.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not doing that. I am definitely taking these Spider-Man powers.
You wanna web sling from your junk?
Oh, snap. No. I just wouldn't web swing. I still want the strength and the Spidey sense.
But would you? I'm trying to remember how to say this without sounding gross. If you are with a woman,
Can you still have sex with your web
when you finish, do you
is it
shoot webbing?
No.
Oh, so
Because when you pee, cum doesn't come out.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
But this is
different
webbing.
holes. Third hole.
You have a third hole for webbing. You're like
Third
Little
hole for
Dicky.
webbing. You're like Little Dicky.
Yeah.
You're like Little Dicky. Hold on one second. That was very funny. That was extremely funny.
So, okay, well, if that's the case, if you can just choose not to engage in that.
Yeah, I can choose not to engage. I can choose not
And
to.
you get the
I mean, listen, as we saw in the cartoon, he had to figure out his powers. You still had to figure it out. Well, no, he didn't have webbing.
No, he
didn't
didn't.
have webbing.
He had web
webbing in the movie.
cartridges.
He had webbings in the movie.
Yeah.
But in the cartoon, he had web cartridges.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, you have webbing.
If you can choose not to use it, so you're really
Yes.
only getting you're essentially eliminating the downside, and all you're getting is strength and Spidey sense
But you
and the
can't,
ability
like,
to
swing.
climb a building.
But you can't swing.
Right.
Which is the more fun. Which is the only fun thing about Spider-Man, if we're being honest. I don't care do you care to climb up? Do you ever need to climb a building?
No. But
The strength's okay. The strength is cool.
strength is great.
Strength is great. The Spidey sense is decent. I'm a safe guy already, right? I'm not really putting myself in dangerous situations.
But it's not about putting. This is a really great example. When I was 10, I think, or 10 or 11,
Yes.
I went to. They had 7-Eleven by
Okay.
you, right? When you grew up.
No, not in Houston. We
Oh.
didn't have 7-Eleven in
But you know
Houston.
what it is.
Yes.
Okay, so I grew up in New York and there was a 7-Eleven and I remember we walked out with our slushies and I couldn't get my straw in correctly and me and my friend are walking across the street. I'm trying to put my straw in. All of a sudden she grabs me by the sweatshirt and yanks me so hard.
Yeah.
Like yanks me back. And a bus goes by right like that. Almost hit. Like I'm telling you, I
You almost
felt
died.
it. Yeah, 100%
Yeah.
almost died. If I had Spidey sense, never would have happened. That Spidey sense is good. You know
Spidey
what?
sense is good,
Okay,
then.
I think I might change I think I might go over to Spider-Man. I think you've convinced me. I'm going over to Spider-Man because there's no downside.
There's a downside for like the first couple months because you're trying to figure out how to not web from your private
But
part.
you're able to learn how to
You're
not
able
web.
to, yeah, of course.
Kegels. You do
Yeah.
Kegels.
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 Yeah.
Is it Kegels or Kegels? Oh, I
Kegels.
just made it Jewish.
It's Kegels.
I made it like noodle kugel.
You did make it a little Jewish.
I did.
It's fine though.
Oh yeah, you convinced me. Yeah, I'm over there. I'm Spider-Man now.
Boom. Guys, now it is time for our final choice. It is a marry, fuck, kill. Josh Lanzet. Your 3 choices are Beyonce,
I'm already in.
forever and always. Since we talked about Spider-Man, we will go with Mary Jane
Oh.
and we will go with April O'Neil.
Oh my
If
gosh.
you guys don't know who they are, Mary Jane is the redhead,
Yeah.
right, in the cartoons. And April O'Neil is the blonde. Mary Jane is the...
April O'Neil's from Teenage Mutant Ninja
April
Turtles.
O'Neil. Oh no, who's
You're
the...
thinking Gwen Stacy.
There we go. Gwen is the blonde girl.
That's correct.
Gwen, April is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I know, but I love her.
My bad. She is great. We'll use her for a different one, but
You
we're
should.
sticking to Spider-Man. So the redhead or the blonde? Who played Gwen Stacy?
It was in The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. And
That was Emma?
It was Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. And then I know not April O'Neil.
No, Mary Jane
was
Kirsten Dunst.
Was Kirsten Dunst. All
Okay.
right, cool. There we go.
So it's Beyonce, Kirsten Dunst, Emma Stone.
basically. The characters they played, but not the actual.
Oh, not the actresses.
Not the actual actresses. Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane, and then Gwen Stacy is Emma Stone. But those are your representation of who is what. Or Beyonce.
So
Marry, fuck, kill. What are your choices?
all right. It's tough because I would like to marry and make love to. I wouldn't fuck. I would want to make love to Beyonce.
Yes.
But because I'd want to spend the. I think if you married Beyonce, you're marrying into an incredible scenario.
Yes, you are. Incredible, yes. But would it not be extremely stressful?
For sure.
Because she seems like a workhorse.
She is.
She seems like someone if you fold the sheets wrong, she'll say something.
I think she would.
Exactly.
Because here's the thing.
Seems like that kind of person.
This is what she'd say. I didn't work this hard to get this far to put up with that.
Yeah.
And that's a scary thing.
And that sentence would be the highlight of that sentence would be at least once a week.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, now you're kind of making me shift. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Okay. Before I give you my answer, the other thing I'm going to mention is Gwen Stacy, as she was portrayed by Emma Stone, was very smart. She was smart. She was caring. She was thoughtful. If you really think about the MJ, the Mary Jane MJ, that Kirsten Dunst played, outside of the third movie, she's sweet, not exceptionally anything else.
Yeah.
And
just a sweet girl. That's it though.
Just a sweet girl. And until the third movie, pretty much on a whole unsuccessful.
Yeah.
And constantly gets into cahoots with villains. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill MJ.
Okay.
Which is hard to say as a Spider-Man guy, but I'm gonna kill MJ.
That is very hard to say.
I know.
I mean, you're killing the love of his life.
But here's the thing, so was Gwen Stacy. So I'm gonna marry Gwen Stacy.
Okay.
Because Gwen was smart, accomplished, driven, passionate, and loving, and doesn't have the higher standards that I think Beyonce would, that would make me feel like I couldn't live up to them.
Yes.
And then I would want to make passionate love to Beyonce.
Okay.
Do you have answers to this?
Yes. You didn't know this because we don't tell people this, but we said in the beginning of the year that for all of 2021, for me, for my answers for Marry, Fuck, Kill, no matter what, Beyonce will die. And
oh my God.
No matter what. And then the rest, we just figure it out.
Oh my.
Okay. So Beyonce's dead. She's lived her life. And hold on one second.
Blasphemy. This is madness.
There we go. Beyonce's dead.
I'm deeply hurt.
She's lived her life. She's the greatest entertainer of all time.
She's a survivor.
There's nothing else for her to do. Hold on one second. I got you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway. No,
well, it's hard to marry her because she's an independent woman.
I will not give you another horn.
No, I wanted it.
I will not give you another horn for that. Okay, Beyonce's dead. Now, I will marry MJ only because she was my favorite. Gwen Stacy was all right, but it was always Peter and MJ in my mind. Even though I know in this scenario, I'm taking MJ away from Peter and he's probably going to get pissed.
He's going to come after you.
He'll probably come after me. MJ will have to talk to him and be like, listen, I love Kazeem now. I'm sorry. Please don't kill him.
She did that with James Franco's character.
She did that with James Franco's character. And look what happened to him.
I think it was Harry, right? Was that his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Well, his dad was Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
He was Harry
Osborn. Hobgoblin and Green Goblin.
Oh, that was Hobgoblin, was his son. Okay, cool.
And then I guess I will fuck Gwen Stacy.
Not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all.
And I will tell you, if we were going with the actresses, I think that Emma Stone, I know some people disagree. I think her mix of personality, her look is unique. I like her style. I like Emma Stone. I'm a huge fan.
I like Emma Stone.
I think she's riotously funny.
I like Emma Stone better than I like Kirsten Dunst.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think Emma Stone is funny, sweet, fashionable, like impressive, talented. I'm very big on Emma Stone.
She's in Hollywood, but she's not that like in Hollywood where it's like, I just want to work. I want to make my money. I want to do good art. And then I want to go on about my business.
Yes. I think that's so lovely.
That's good. Guys, that is our episode. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's Kazeem Comedy. Josh, where can we find you?
I am at Josh Lanzet on literally everything. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you do, Twitter, whatever you like, at Josh Lanzet.
Awesome. And you have if you're in the LA area, you have a monthly show.
I do, which Kazeem has done and was great on.
Yes.
It is called The Jump Off, fourth Thursday of the month at Westside Comedy Theater in Santa Monica. Swing on by. We'd love to have you.
And we will put all of that in the show notes. And if you have a tough choice question or a Marry, Fuck, Kill you want us to consider, please email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. I've been Kazeem Rahman. This has been Josh Lanzet. You guys have been amazing. Bye.